Welcome back to the Gameshow Global eSports Cup, ladies and gentlemen. Possibly ladies, because you know, we are gamers. It's 80%, 95% men, but I still like to mention them because I'm not a sexist. Why did I say that? Welcome to the stream. My name is Devu. I hope we will have a lot of fun watching the last map between Cloud9 and Winterfox together. And it's gonna be a thriller. It is Cash coming up. The knife round already ended. Cloud9 chose to stay on the CT side. We are going to see this unfold. The winner of this map, it's up to this one map, will go to the LAN finals in February and compete for for the share of $200,000 brought to you by Azubu and Gameshow Global eSports Cup. I think you guys, every single one, there are quite a few viewers, so I can't say every single name, but I thank every one of you for tuning in. You make or break the community. If you guys have a problem with something like the revolver, you can force a change in the game. And if we stand together, we are strong. We can bring this game to the next level. And the ultimate competition is League of Legends and Dota 2. We want to break those games. We want to be the super game, so to speak. You know, we are the master race of gaming. We are the first-person shooter players. We have the skill, and not only, you know, we can't only click combinations of keys and run around and desperately click the whole time, like click, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. No, we are playing a virtual shooter. We have strategy, we have brain, we have to interact with each other in real time, because otherwise somebody will die on the server. So that is why I love this game. We have to think about buying something at the right moment. And then, on top of everything, we are getting shot in the head if we don't watch ourselves. Let's see how many headshots we can see today. It is going to be a really, really sick matchup, that's for sure. Winterfox managed to win the first map 16-5, but then Cloud9 came back on their own map pick 16-5 on Dust 2. So now we are heading into the pistol round. Cloud9 on the CT side. Winterfox with the bulldozer. It's Anger, who had a very strong game against enemy yesterday. Don't want to forget about Lex, though. He had a good game, too. Now Stewie already pushed out of the A bomb site, and he got a lot of information there. The terrorists will not stop, though. They are running through to the CT spawn alley. Flosig is trying to cover his teammate. Oh, almost didn't get that frag there. It was a little bit too close for comfort, but Shroud with a cheeky position gets a kill onto Desi. Nothing, and Stewie rack up 2 more frags for the CTs, and Stewie with a Tech 9. Quick heads-up play by him. Lex will go down to nothing, and Cloud9 make it 1-0. Explosive start into the game. Winterfox ran through middle. Straight through there. They had a, well, not well-placed smoke. It was a little off. There was a small edge in there. And Flosy could have been quicker on the frag on the CT over here. Then it was Shroud with a key frag from the boxes. And Stewie, who went big over there. Nothing. Was nothing short of spectacular too. 1-0. Winterfox with no bomb plan. They don't force it up too much, so maybe they have something else in store for the second round. For the third round. For the second save round. They already pick up quite a few frags here, make it expensive for the CTs to win this. But Anger is not able to get the kill onto Swag. So it's 2-0. 2 casualties for the CTs in each of the rounds. Lumpy Seal. You can watch all the VODs on my YouTube channel. At least all of the European Group Stage 2 VODs are uploaded over there. It's simply Dabu Gaming TV. Not so simple, after all. Winterfox tried to surprise Cloud9 with the force buy in this round. They purchased deals and armor for every single one of them. And Flowsick already met his maker. XP3 though sends a bullet in the cranium of Swag. Then he gets traded by Shroud. After all, it's all going down the drain. I hoped for a closer round in this one. Maybe Anger can do something about it, but he gets surrounded already. Freakazoid with the P90 kill. 3-0 for Cloud9. But it will go for the AWP for Swag. Nothing will probably not go for an AWP. So Stewie stays with a rifle in this one. And the terrorist with a Galil and a case. Winterfox with their first chance. What an upset here. Cache is more or less a terrorist-sided map. It was heavily CT-sided at the start when it got released. But then the terrorists figured out how to play the map. Now Swag with a double kill already shutting down the A attempt by the terrorists. They are all over the place. Everyone is all over the A bomb site. Shroud with big trouble. The 5-7 will finally get him the kill. But Desi is alone. He's outside of the A bomb site. The bomb is dropped inside. And he's all the way back in middle. The CT's already tried to hunt him down. Nothing is inching forward. Desi is running or sneaking for his life. Is he really trying to save in 1 minute? I mean, that's a lengthy save. But Cloud9 might not go for the exit frag here. They have 3 players on fairly low HP. So they could send Freakazoid out on his own. But he has a lot of nades, so it would be expensive for them to lose him. I think they rather bring all the 5 players to the next round instead of losing them to Desi. Because he keeps moving, so that is working for him. In case he would have stayed out here somewhere, it would have been easier for the CTs to spot him. Like that, he might actually get a... yeah. No. Okay. I thought that if he went for that peek into truck, Shroud wouldn't have been able to trade. And it would have been the frag. But I think he didn't want to go for that at that moment in time because he was scared that the CTs will still hunt him down. He doesn't know where they are. They could have been somewhere over here. And if he gets a kill over there, one CT will face him here. And the other one will run through vents and then come into his back. So that's why he rather stayed hidden, didn't reveal his position. Now, something bad is happening at the same time. Desi has $0. If he doesn't do something with that AK, it might throw Winterfox's economy off and he might have to save while his teammates will buy in one of the next buy rounds. XP3 just going for the set angle. Firing shot after shot, nothing with a quad kill already. And Swag steals the ace. 5-0 for Cloud9. No problem for them after winning the anti-ecos and the first rifle. It's an easy conversion for them. Now, what is... yeah. That's what I meant before. Desi has to buy a P90. It's... yeah, okay, you can go for a P90 on cash, but it's definitely not the best weapon, that's for sure. He is boosted into middle, tries to put on the gas pedal, and then just push through. Push the throttle all the way down to the bottom. Assisted by his teammates, they will close out middle. And now Freakazoid with that, a backstab. He comes in with a second frag, no misses by him. Flowsick opens up the A bomb set, but it's a little too late. for his team. But XP3 with a double kill. Now it's a 1v2. This is definitely possible for him to clutch. He made sicker things happen already. And he's got the bomb with him. Definitely good situation for him now. And he could peek into... yeah, now he can't anymore. Good job by the CTs to close out those angles and close in on him. Now Freakazoid holds his horses for now, but has the right timing on XP3. Triple kill for him. Great job by Freakazoid to push into middle, get those frags in the back, and then go all the way back for the final backstab. It's the final... no, I won't sing. 6-0 for Cloud9. Winterfox is reeling. They have to find something to work with, and at the moment nothing is coming their way. At least not easily. Cloud9 with a double AWP setup now. And maybe this is something that Cloud9 wants to go with. In the future, I mean. Stewie on the B bomb side and Swag on A. The CTs with two players very close to middle. And they will go for the counter boost. Now this could be a little bad for Shroud. And the terrorists seem to be aware of that. They have put legs there. Oh no, he's not looking at the boost. He's lining up the smoke. And now Shroud will hear that jump. He knows that there is somebody around. But he still holds back. The terrorists will make their way to the B bombs with 3 of their players. Maybe the right call to make, but Stewie closes out one of them. Freakazoid with the frag on the A bomb side, and now nothing comes back into Checkered. Picks off Flowstick from the back. Lex is already cut off from the B bomb side, and Desi is nowhere near him. Nowhere near the bomb now. 35 seconds. Desi with the task of saving his gun again, or maybe getting a few kills in the back of the CTs. But Cloud9 have a very sturdy defense. Everything is clicking for them on cash. And as he peeks out, Swag will pick him off. 7-0 for Cloud9. 0 frags for Lex. I pointed him out as one of the important players against enemy. But nobody does anything on the terrorist side so far. 4 kills is the most they have on Flowstick and XP3. Now they will go for the desperation push. If nothing is working, I mean nothing is working, I mean the player, but if nothing, the thing nothing is working, the terrorists still have the last resort, the Tech-9 smoke push into the A-bomb side. They don't have armor, however, and the CTs have 3 players in there. It's gonna be very hard for the terrorists to push through, and maybe they can plant the bomb, but they don't fancy their chances to defend it from being defused. 3v4 now coming up. Swag with a good shot, tagging Lex at the same movement, and now he will pin Lex down. As he goes for the peek, he goes down. So is Desi. Triple kill for Swag. Easy pickings. Just shooting pigeons. Sitting ducks. 8-0 for Cloud9. Losing 2 players in there. Well, they kind of had to stop the terrorist push. But Winterfox is able to buy now. This is maybe their last chance to make this a halfway successful half. As I pointed out, the terrorists should win slightly more rounds than the CTs should. Cash shifted around lately. If you go to hltv.org and click yourself through the website, you might find a stats section that will tell you exactly how balanced or how imbalanced the maps are. And you can then filter the past 3 months, so you can actually see evolvement in the maps. It's not staying the same all the time. The teams will constantly invent new things. New strategies, new tricks, new smokes, and overall new new strategies. You know, strategy being the way you play the whole map, while a tactic would be how you play the round. And they will invent new strategies. Winterfox need to find something out. Maybe get a page of Existence strategy book. Speaking of Existence, Titan has closed its doors today. So we have 2 team question marks in the scene. Both of them are in Minsk for SL I-League. But let's not talk about that now. The terrorists will make their way into the middle area, but they get an unfortunate trade. 2 for 1. Definitely not favoring them, but now it's Desi burning Stewie, and nothing gets covered by Desi as well. He's stepping it up now. 3v2. Swag and Freakazoid are already very close to the bomb site. But Freakazoid doesn't check the lower part. He just runs in there without checking. I mean, you should at least look downwards a little bit to see if there is somebody on the right corner or on the left corner if you exit the vents. Swag on the other side is not able to do anything about it either, so he has to back away and tries to save his orb. He will be backstabbed by Lowstick in a second. Oh, but Swag, those shots, it's such a waste. I hate the fact that he can't play in Valve tournaments anymore. Cloud9 will lose the first round, but it took 9 rounds for Winterfox to figure out how the CTs click. And it wasn't necessarily a strategy that gave them the round. It was more or less individual play by Desi. And some good team play when they entered the B-bomb set as well. They covered each other quite nicely. So Winterfox with a chance to come back here. A lengthy streak would be needed for them. They want to have a chance in this first half. And in the second half as well. So we have Desi on long. Lowstick is alone on B, and the CTs quite aggressively peek into A main. The terrorists are pushed very far out of the map. They don't have any map control at the moment. They can't do anything. Just have to execute barefooted. They have to pray to God that there is nothing around, or pray to the lords of CSGO. Maybe send a prayer to Thorin. XP3 with attack onto Freakazoid. Will shift it. At least, you know, hangs on to the round for the terrorists. But XP3 goes down to Swag now. It's Desi and Flowstick alone. And I can't see this round slip away from Cloud9 anymore. Maybe I've spoken too soon though. If Flowstick picks up the frag on the B defender, it could still be possible to at least plant the bomb. Now he knows where his counterpart is. Shroud gets a good flash by his teammate. Stewie steps in with the frag, and Shroud with the last one. Cloud9 covers each other very well and make it 9-1. They have reset the loser bonus for the terrorists, and they couldn't plant the bomb, so they have 2 players on 4.8 and 6.9k. But Winterfox can't afford to waste too many chances, so they have to save now. They have to swallow the bitter pill. Even though they could have 2 players on rifles, they have to go with the pistols for now until the rest of the squad can buy up as well. And as quickly as that, Stewie made it a 5v or a 4v2 triple kill on A main. Lex salvages the M4A4, but there's not much that he can do anymore. He's got the bomb on his back, but the CT's on his toes or on his heels, and nothing with the frag. 10-1. Cloud9 sweep the floor with Winterfox. And Cache is quite a dirty map. So you can see there is all sorts of stuff on the floor, and Winterfox is dragged around on that floor. Cloud9 with a very good performance on Cache. Swag lining up the middle shot while the terrorists try to get some opening on the B bomb site, but the CTs pulled another trick out of their head, an aggressive play on the B bomb site with 3 of their players, and it was the right timing for that. The terrorists decided to take it slow. Now Anger with kind of a surprising headshot there. It seemed like he didn't really think he would pick it up himself. I mean, he seemed to be surprised by that kill. It's a 3v4, still a man advantage for Cloud9. And they boost each other into the vents. I don't know if Anger has spotted the barrel. He did. Freakazoid exposed his shoulder. Something that he should have been aware of. But Lex opens up B even further with a kill onto Shroud. It's a 3v2 now. Nothing is holding on to it. Desperately getting one frag. But Anger with a reply. It's a 2v1 now. Swag with the rotation. He's quite early now. The terrorists can't... Well, now they know where he is. And now they can adjust their positions. He could have surprised them. You were able to see it on the radar. Anger looked the other way, and he wouldn't have been able to tell where Swag is coming from. Desi has him covered. 10-2. Winterfox with the second round. Back in the day, I would say, okay, they still have a chance. But 10 rounds on the CT side is quite a good scoreline for Cloud9. And Winterfox really needs to step it up now. They have the chance to do so. They have the full buy. And the CT's money would be enough for another buy round. They really want to go for it. If they save 2 weapons, that's going to be important for Cloud9 now. If they lose this round, they need to save at least 1 of their guns. Winterfox on the other side have nothing to lose anymore. But they still go for the default play. They don't use middle anymore. Or they never really used it. They used it once when Desi had the P90. And it wasn't successful. So I think they thought they might have to learn that lesson and stay away from middle. Focus on A, which is being played aggressively again by the CTs. And again, it's Freakazoid to go down as the first frag. Stewie's forced away to retreat into the back of the A-bomb site. The terrorists have spread out, while CTs have Shroud and going through the smoke. Great flash by him. He just keeps shooting, running and gunning, getting the headshot onto Flowsick. XP3 in all sorts of trouble, but so is Shroud. Just jumping around like a chicken. Tries to dodge all those bullets. Swag is fighting his way out of there, and Desi with a team kill. Shroud pulls out another one, and that shouldn't have happened. Swag is completely nuts on the B bomb side. Sick play by him. The first frag on the terrorist approaching the side here. Then he was in trouble. But he got himself out of that trouble by jumping back again. Then killing one, or almost killing one with his EZ75. And then killing another one with the AWP before he went down. So he made 3 frags go the way of his team in a situation where usually you shouldn't be able to pick up more than 1. And even that 1 frag is already against the odds. So Winterfox is again reset. They don't have any money left. Cloud9 could make it 12-2 already. And Swag is in middle. He spots all the terrorists. Shroud with the incendiary nade slows them down. XP3 prays again. Keeps his fingers crossed for some shots. Stewie's all alone on A, but there's nobody coming his way. It's gonna be middle that's pushed by Anger. Freakazoid with a double kill, leaving Desi alone. Cloud9 with maybe a flawless round on top of that. They don't even need it. The last round of this half is coming up. They could purchase all the orbs they want to. Dizzy is able to get 1 frag, but that's all he can do. Cloud9 with the 12-2 lead. Winterfox is deflating now. I thought that they might win this best of 3 series, but now the chances, and I think all the Winterfox fans have to realize that the hope is all lost. It's all gone. But maybe if they win the rifle, Now, if they win the pistol in the next half, maybe they can still make it happen. I wouldn't count any team out at this skill level. Swag is still raining terror with his orb though. He gets pushed by Desi. Good refrag by the terrorists. Shroud is still holding on to B on his own. The Freakazoid is somewhere in the vents. Nothing there in Shroud is in the vents. Sorry, it's 5:24 AM for me. XP3 and Desi, the last man standing, and they will get that frag. Desi and XP3 at the same moment. Draw it to a 2v1. Stewie is on the rotation, but he can't get visuals on the terrace. They're both on the platform, so they expect Stewie to come for them, and then they want to trade. Stewie has to commit to that retake on his own. CP50 in hand, but XP3 explodes out of the bomb site, and Winterfox get the third round on the board. But what a struggle that was. It wasn't necessarily a pleasure to watch that unfold, but Cloud9 is doing everything right. 16 and 15 for Swag and nothing. 13 for Freakazoid and Shroud, and Stewie on 10. But you have to admit, Stewie didn't get too much work. Most of the times the terrorists ended up on either B or middle. Middle in the sense of most of their save rounds have been executed on middle, while their gun rounds were mostly taken to B or were stomped in front of the A-bomb set already. So Cloud9 with a chance to make this a very quick third map. Winterfox is desperate now. They want to qualify for the LAN finals of the Gameshow Global eSports Cup, so they want to hold it together. And one of those players that can make it happen is Anger. With his aim, he already made himself shine yesterday against enemy. Maybe he can do it again. Desi caught a nade in A main, already slowed down. The CTs had the idea of pushing into A main, but not anymore. Freakazoid and company go for the B bomb set. Freakazoid is just there to fake A, and what a frag onto Desi. Freakazoid running and gunning. Anger with the refrag onto Stewie on the B bomb set, but the CT's in trouble on B. They are crammed in between the terrorists already. XP3 tries to fight for the bomb site, but he doesn't connect the shots. Now Swag goes down to Flowsick, and Freakazoid made his way back into middle. He's still around there as Lex picks him up. It's a 2v2 now. The bomb has not been planted yet. It's dropped on the platform, so the terrorists can definitely reach it, and they should be able to plant it too. Still locks in hands, nothing doesn't have armor, and the CT's with enough time to rotate through middle. XP3 is quite low. He's a one bullet kill for the two terrorists, and they stick together, reveal their positions by stepping around. Now Shroud catches a few bullets, next with an important headshot. 2v1 now, nothing is still around. The CTs don't know where he is, but they have to stick to the bomb. They have a defuse kit on Lex. XP3 tries to cover his teammate and pops the head of nothing as he comes around the corner. Winterfox make it 4-12, and they just barely survive this scary pistol round. By the skin of their teeth, Winterfox is hanging on to this game. Maybe they can come back into it. If they make this a flawless round, I could see their chances get better and better. So Cloud9 with the P250s. Save round after planting the bomb in the first round. It's the standard in Europe. We have experienced a few NA teams play differently. And we also have LDLC in Europe. The youngsters from France, they play it way differently as well. They have quite a few cool ideas about economy overall. Only one frag for the terrorists. Winterfox handled it perfectly. 5-12. Now, I would definitely laugh my socks off if Cloud9 makes it 16-5 again. Now, Swag with only a Tech 9 in this rifle round. Winterfox with the MP7 for legs, so they kind of equalize each other out. And the rest of the squads with 5.7s, AKs and Galils and Famuses. Did I say 5.7s? I meant M4A4. So Lex with a double kill of his MP7. That is quite good. Nothing though with the AK shot onto Lex. Drawing it back into 2v3. Anger is completely flashed. He goes down to Stewie. And now it's nothing alone with a 2v1 clutch ahead of him. 1 minute and 5 seconds. He reveals his position and Desi has him covered. Winterfox survive another scary situation. Make it 12-6. So if they keep stringing those rounds together, Cloud9 could run into some pressurous situations down the line. The focus for Cloud9 should be to plant the bomb in this round, to get some additional money, to make the CT sweat, and then deal as much damage as possible. But that's, you know, I mean, every one of you should know that by now. And it's Stewie with the Deagle, as well as Swag. And they focus on the B bomb site. The CT is split up, 2-1-2. Now middle gets weakened a little bit by the first few P250 shots that the terrorists fired. The CTs figure that we rather send somebody into the B bomb site already to avoid losing those players, and Flowsick avoids losing some more of his teammates by killing 2 of the terrorists. Brax will be picked off as well, and the bomb, if you have seen that. The bomb carrier got killed over here, and the bomb rolled all the way in here. That's something that Valve should address, because that makes it way too random in my opinion, and it just makes it so weird, you know? It's less competitive in my opinion. Now Swag definitely is competitive, makes it a 5v4 already. Cloud9 focuses on A. They have 3 players committed to covering and building up some map control over there. Nothing just covers Swag, and Shroud works on his own on the B bomb site. Despite the fact that Stewie is the new guy, Shroud still stays on B, so it's not like it was on Inferno. Stewie with a frag onto Anger. We can see a bomb site even more, and Cloud9 has all the time in the world. They can abuse that fact. Shroud gets the kill onto Desi. Good headshot there on the informational guy. The CTs wanted to see if there is anything outside of the B bomb site, and as you were able to see yourself, he saw nothing but death. And Swag will spread some more of that death. 3 kills for him, 13-7 for Cloud9. Winterfox is back in the position they were at the first half already, back on the ropes. Titan had to fold because of money reasons. The organization disbanded, but the team still sticks together. At least for now. Nobody knows what is going on in the future, but for now they will compete as SL I-League finals that are going on tomorrow. I think they start at 11 Central European time. That must be 5 AM in Eastern North America. Yes, I just called the East Coast Eastern North America. While I was dribbling away, the CTs got the first 2 opening frags, and Freakazoid pulls it back to only 1-man advantage for the CTs. He gets a second frag that shouldn't have happened, and the CTs are about to lose XP3 too. Now Flowsick sprays down or burns down Freakazoid, making it a 2v3 again. It's back and forth. Now Stewie with a good spray. Look at that! Long range following onto Flowsick. What a shot by Stewie, giving us a glimpse of his talent and his raw skill that Cloud9 tries to forge into a second, well, let's not give him names yet, but a second diamond in the scene. 30 seconds on the clock. Swag is separated from the bomb, so he has to sneak back to collect it. And Desi doesn't know where his opponent is. He has no information. The only thing he knew that he might have been on A. So Desi goes for the peek in A. Swag with the Tech9 racing in there. 7 seconds on the clock. He really needs to plant it now. And Desi is coming for him. He's really close. But he doesn't spot Swag come around. But he knows where Swag must be. The nade will draw Swag out. Desi playing around a little bit. Pistol has to trust his M4A4. Swag plays the clock. And there it is! Headshot by Swag onto Desi. What a round by Swag. Just having the patience. Just balls on the table. Hammer right next to it. And then he's just staying calm and says, well, if you want to go for it, do it. But I don't care. And perfect play by Swag. Desi was desperate to make him make a mistake. But Swag just didn't. 14-7 now. Winterfox on a save. Thanks to the stand-ins. Great work. Nothing is down to 1 HP in middle, but that doesn't matter too much. He can retreat with his life. Oh well, not quite. The CTs have kind of concealed him in that corner. Now they will kill him. And Desi with the frags. Now Swag and Shroud for the terrorists. CTs are really contesting this round. Lex with another frag. Leaving Freakazoid alone on 6 HP. They just need to touch his shoulder and he would go down. Let's see if he can pull it off against 2 CTs. A Deagle and an Orb. They have the bomb as well and they have good positions. As soon as Freakazoid comes around the corner. Oh, he spotted the legs. He didn't realize. I will disable X-Ray for a second. He saw the legs. Ah, yeah. Okay, he knows. He knows that Anger's there, but he doesn't know where the AWP player or where the second player is. So he just waits. Again, wants to let the CTs make a mistake. Flashes in, but both of the CTs turn away. It was an impossible situation to clutch. Would have been a huge mistake by Winterfox if they couldn't convert that 2v1. But it was a mistake by Cloud9 to let the CTs convert the eco round. So, Swag and company missed that chance to get to map and match point and LAN final point. And now they have to force it up. They have AKs, a Tech9 and a P250. Against Winterfox's sturdy buy. One of the options for the CT for the terrorists is obviously the rush into the A bomb site. XP3 and Lex do a good job of slowing that down with the first few frags, but Stewie comes back. How did he bend that bullet into Lex? I don't know, but that was sick. 2v3 now. 3v1. Stewie with 2 kills. And Flowsick will not let that get to a third one. 14-9. Winterfox is holding on to the game again. We might see an overtime. I don't want to jinx it, but it is possible. Good team effort by Winterfox. The same goes for Cloud9. A little carry by Swag and by Shroud, but not too much. Consider 18 frags by Freakazoid. Good job by him. XP3 getting himself on the board already, making it a 5v3. Freakazoid with the only frag for the terrorists. And Winterfox closes the gap to 4 rounds. There are only so many weapon rounds left for Cloud9 to convert. And they know that the pressure is mounting. Slow build up by Cloud9. Stewie's back in his home turf at the Squeaky. Shroud is very defensively holding on to B. Nothing, and the rest of the squad working on middle. Cloud9 know how to crack that nutshell already. They cracked it 2 times. And middle is obviously a key position for the terrorists. Cloud9 does not really want to execute on middle though. At least they don't need to. As of yet, the CTs give up middle control just like they did on the terrorist side, and that's, in my opinion, a huge mistake by Winterfox. Middle is so crucial for the rotation speed, and the terrorists know everything now. They can split the CTs apart, they can fake on either bomb site, and then they can catch them rotating. Or they will just pick them off, just like Swag did onto Lex. What a beautiful way to aim and to drag the mouse like that. It's just so swift, so quick, and at the same time so fluent. Freaking love this guy. Nothing with a headshot onto Desi, making it a 2v4 already. XP3 and Anger have to claw the way back into the round, and it's maybe a mountain too steep to climb. They don't have too much gear to climb it with, and they wouldn't have any ropes to secure themselves. So if they would fall all the way down to the bottom of the pit. And that's what they want to try to avoid. They want to have a fighting chance in the upcoming round. They have plenty of money on Desi and Flowsig. Cloud9 though with the 15-10. And I think that this server is complete trash and nothing else than that. My closing statement, what a closing statement that is. I think you know already. You have to follow me on Twitter to find out the last score, the score of the last round. It is 16-10 in favor of Cloud9 on the last map. Winterfox was not able to come back into cash. Cloud9 closing it out after all. Winterfox did have a good streak of rounds in the middle, but then it was Cloud9 picking up 2 rounds. Then Winterfox picked up 2 rounds again, but then it was Cloud9 again back on the board. So congratulations to Cloud9 for qualifying to the LAN finals in February to the Gameshow Global eSports Cup. $200,000 up for grabs in this tournament, and Cloud9 will join the top European teams as well as CIS teams are in there. So it's gonna be a stacked tournament, that's for sure. I hope you enjoyed the show today. My name is Debu, and I would really appreciate a follow. You can find it over there. Here. It's on Twitter. Do it. Just do it. No, I thank you guys for tuning in. It has been a quite interesting matchup. Even though I would have loved to have both maps, the 2 starting maps a little closer. It wasn't happening, but it was still an interesting matchup, and I love to see some NACS. Despite the hate that you guys get out there, I really enjoy those matches, and I don't know what's wrong with it. I mean, just a few more months, I think you have quite a good amount of promising lineups out there. So I want to see you and North America back in competition for the top of the scene. And for a longer period than last year when Cloud9 had those 3 tournaments. I want to see you constantly competing for the top. I would love to see that. So I hope you guys play your part in that. Support your teams that you follow. Be a real fan and support them. Don't hate on them, because support will make them excel. Next time around, they will succeed. That's all I wanted to say to you guys out there. It's almost 6 o'clock a.m. I want to go to bed, and I hope you have a good evening out there, wherever you might tune in from. It has been a pleasure to cast for you guys. Much love. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of the trailers.